Hello, welcome to this video talking about my 10-year anniversary at Carronade for the Carronade 2023 War Games show. In this video I want to reflect a little bit about my experience this year compared to the previous years when I attended. So I didn't miss a single Carronade between 2013 and 2016. And in August 2016, I went to China, came back in 2021, and I did not attend any show until Claymore 2022. So both Carronade 2023 and Claymore 2022 were much smaller than what I remember from, say, 2016, 2013, and so on. Understandable after the pandemic, understandable in the current economic situation, and maybe the community has moved forward and has moved on from these shows, but I hope that is not the case. And that in the near future we will see traders that were absent this year will return to Carronade. And now, being smaller or having fewer traders doesn't necessarily mean it wasn't a good experience. So I certainly did enjoy myself. For traders that were missing, there were a number of new faces and traders that attended, some for the first time, some for a while, but two big traders that, or several big traders that were attending Carronade previously were missing. For example, Critical Mass Games. The range is now manufactured, distributed, sold by Ralpatha Europe. And this is me hoping Ralpatha will at least send a trade team, at least send a demo team for Carronade 2024. I also hope they can come in some form to Claymore 2023, but we will see that in August. Warlord Games, one of the larger companies, and I do believe they did attend in the previous iteration of Carronade. They certainly did attend a couple of earlier shows, and they are attending Claymore. So hopefully I will see them at Claymore. The names that were definitely missing and missed were, for example, Ainsty Castings, Scotia Grendel, Old Glory, Callistra. And that is really the sad thing for me, that someone like Scotia Grendel has decided that, well, we are not attending Carronade this year. Obviously, Carronade is smaller than Claymore, yes, and in the current times, certainly traders do look at, well, what is in it for me. One notable exception from this rule seems to be Pendragon. They go to a lot of shows, and I think from when they started in 92 to when I first made a purchase with Pendragon in 2008. Yeah, 2008. And to today, Pendragon has grown significantly, and their continuous attending of these shows certainly has something to do with that. So a number of names that didn't attend previously attended, or a name that should be attending. Bacchus 6mm should attend Carronade. That would be really, really great. I think with their huge 6mm range, they would really do well there, along with Callistra and their terrain offering. Pig Iron Miniatures attended previous shows, and like I said, it was much smaller than what I remember from 2016. Now, again, smaller doesn't mean it was not good. Carronade was always not as crowded as Claymore show. And I remember one year at Claymore, I was demoing. I think that was the year I went demoing with my friend Mark Smith. And we attended very early, set up our demo game. I did a quick turn of the halls, made my purchases, and before the doors opened, I was ready to go with my own demo game. And when we then did take a break, it was very difficult to move about because there were so many people everywhere. Now, the only real downside, and what I remember differently from previous shows, including Claymore 2022, there were very few real bargains. This year I went with my friend Eric, and he was able to snatch up a couple of really great deals in the bring and buy. But I went there about 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, and I didn't really see anything that I would say, oh, I must have that. So the other thing that really struck me is that there were items on many trade stands that were priced at retail price, what is sold every day in the shop. And the maximum discounts I saw are the same discounts that I get any day on the respective websites of the traders or the large distributors like Wayland, like Troll Trader. Just for example, these two. There's many others where you can get good discounts. And when I attend a show, when I pay for attendance for a show, I actually would think that many people expect I can get a great deal here. So I didn't really see any deals where I say, oh, you need to have that. Obviously, a number of manufacturers is only going to a very limited number of shows, especially now after pandemic and during this unfortunate economic situation that we're in. But it is something worth thinking about, because if people see, well, I am buying something I want in, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months, and I want to buy it at the show directly, but I'm buying it more expensive or at the same price that I buy it any day on my online seller of choice, then people will be thinking about, do I want to buy this now? Do I want to buy this in 3 months, 6 months when I need it, or when I want it even more, so to speak, and simply buy it from the online shop? So the other side of that story is that traders will then reevaluate, well, is it really worth me attending especially smaller shows like Claymore? And on a balance, I would say, before a manufacturer is overly generous to me and other customers, they should be generous to their staff. This is me saying, all of us, wherever we work, including those businesses that attend shows, we had a really rough time over the last couple of years, both economically as well, with the pandemic. And every day I see in my day job, I see the damage this pandemic has done to people. So again, I rather these businesses are generous to their staff and then think of their customers. Now, notable exceptions and stuff that I bought. The first one I want to mention is Magnetic Displays / Coritani. They had one of the great deals, and I bought 6 miniature paints. That is the name of the paints, miniature paints, for £9.50. I also bought a couple of brushes from them. And in the past, these brushes were really, really worth their money. If you can find them anywhere, whether via their website or via a trade show, get some, try them. They are really, really great. Now, for my friend Mark, who unfortunately could not attend, I bought this pack of brushes from ABC Brushes. And I got myself this brush set also from ABC Brushes. I did buy some brushes from ABC Brushes, I think at Claymore last year. And yes, they were really good. So from War Bases, and that will round this off, I bought this little terrain piece for my science fiction games. It's the Favela Workshop. And I bought an item they distribute for 2 Fat Lardies. I think that's also a manufacturer in Scotland. Objective markers for the 1st Parachute Division. Now, rounding up, I do hope that traders do return. My next show will either be Games Expo in Birmingham or Claymore in August. On 21st to 23rd of May, I will go down to Middlesbrough to visit Pendragon. That is why I don't say too much about Pendragon now. But Pendragon, Leon at Pendragon is always someone where I stop by at every single show, have a little chat, and occasionally do pick up a couple of things. So if you are in or near Middlesbrough, if you are playing World War II with Pendragon Games miniatures, I will be there playing a scenario, painting my British paras as well as some SS troops, and I will do a little bit of Arnhem there with the Blitzkrieg commander rules. So that is really me. Did I enjoy it? Yes, very much so. Will I go in 2024? Yes, absolutely. And I hope to see you there.